like Naga Siren wins the game off being farmed or just being a Naga Siren, if that makes any sense.
So her value comes in like upsetting
Never.
fights?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you just turn your brain off when you watch her? Yeah. She's a little boring. I would agree with that. Every time it's like one of the few heroes where I random and I ask my team, like, does anybody else want to play this? I'm good, please.
That was an instant Ember pick, by the way. They did not need any time to think about that.
There's no lockdown. There's no instant lockdown. Naga Siren, like, maybe can use an instant. It's also not instant, so...
Ice Path, can you also escape, I guess?
Well,
there's a lot of indirect stuns, or...
Sure, but you still, like, these are top-tier players. You are going to be able to dodge most of these things, and it also deals well with the illusions.
Yep, you needed AoE. Like, they've got Tidebringer Cleave, but all the illusions are going to have high armor, and other than that, I don't know if you can deal with them that easy.
We're no longer stretched!
Yeah, you didn't notice that? All
no,
these beautiful
just now!
portraits. Venge is stretched right now, that's for sure.
Okay, but we don't count Venge.
Okay.
Because she's not in the draft, Bert.
All right, they need a final hero that's going to be good for setting things up, because right now Jakiro is a little bit of a follow-up disabler, as is Mirana, so they need a mid-hero that's going to be able to set up stuns. Something like Ember would have been perfect, or like slight change into Arrow or Ice Path. It makes that Ember pick even better for cool guys. This could be why we see Liquid ticking down 20 seconds left here.
Any of the other spirits that you'd like?
I don't think you want to pick Storm Spirit into this. There are too many, like, disables. Playing into Disruptor could cause a lot of issues as well.
10 seconds.
What about something like Necro? I don't might be a bit too slow with Naga Siren, but
Storm.
okay, they go with
Anyway.
Storm. Because looking at the draft, you get some tower damage from Jakiro, you get tower damage from Naga Siren. I still don't think it's an easy Storm Spirit game. Playing into Kanka, playing into Disruptor, these abilities, and you have no save. Like, the only real save they got on Team Liquid is pretty much Naga Siren. Possibly Mirana ulti if they don't have a dust.
Surely they're gonna have a dust. They have to have dusts.
I really do like the cool guys draft, though. I think it covers a lot of bases. It looks really solid on paper. Their laning stage should be okay. Storm has some issues. Like, the only thing they're kind of lacking is some of the AoE against Naga Siren. Like, if Naga Siren gets ahead and has a heart at a reasonable time, they're going to struggle to kill her at times. But yeah, I expect that Liquid's still going to be able to pull out the win based on how they played last game, based on how I expect them to play this game.
What do we think about the Kunkka as position 1?
Is it one Kunkka?
Yeah, it will be Thug playing Kunkka.
I suppose because it was Ember Spear, right? So,
yeah.
I would prefer, if it's something else, I want to have any kind of tower damage paired up whenever you have Ember Spirit. Kunkka doesn't provide you that. Beastmaster is okay-ish, so it's not that bad, but I would still prefer if it's something else. I feel like you're just playing two mid heroes.
In lane against Spearbreaker, your HP and your armor is pretty good. You have a way to harass the Spearbreaker at least. And Spearbreaker doesn't usually like buying regen items. It's like one of those things that doesn't quite fit into your item build, so I feel like it could be okay for him. Especially with the Disruptor as the dual lane. Like, it's lots of anti-mobility, so I feel like they can protect themselves at least. So that's one place that cool guys might have an advantage, is in that lane.
Alright, we're gonna find out if they can build up on that advantage and force out a third game in this best of 3 series. We're finding out together with our commentary duo. It is ODPixel and Tigo.
Thank you very much, Sheev. Yes, game 2 ready to go between Cool Guys and Team Liquid. And, well, Team, you got your Spirit Breaker. It's coming in this time. And we saw, obviously, last game what I was able to do on the Pudge, being very much in the faces of Cool Guys. He's doing that even more, you would imagine, this game on the Spirit Breaker.
I finally get to work a game where Spirit Breaker's in it. Like, every time it's been picked, it was like I was on a panel or something. But this is the time I'm actually in the game. I get to talk about the hero to its full extent. And I think this is the one hero which was like, it was unpicked, unbanned throughout the entirety of TI qualifiers in all regions. Then there's a patch, then TI, unpicked, unbanned. So that alone baffled me. But now, because some people have been playing it on stream once again, most likely probably maybe Koikova's helping us out a little bit. But yeah, Spirit Breaker, he's back. People are enjoying the idea of the hero. And yeah, I think I start off with why. The hero, bonkers damage. If you want to have the perfect game, it's, you know, level 20, the Charge of Darkness, move speed on the talent, the left one there, the ability to clear waves instantly with one charge, and then you're very disruptive in fights. But if you bring it back, you know, to the earlier points of the game, he is an innately tanky hero that loves to try and kill heroes. And I think the reason why it probably fell off before TI was this fixation on Echo Saber having to be built on the hero. The idea that you have to lock yourself into the middle of the fight, but players have been slowly learning the true way of the cow, which is you don't have to just A-click one hero and hope for that 17%. It's about charging through multiple heroes, resetting, going again. So I'm so excited to see how Zai approaches his Spirit Breaker. I hope he tries to play on the fringe of the fight, being really annoying, in and out, shaking it all about. But yeah, we'll see. It's I gotta see it.
Well, we will. I mean, he had a great show in last game.
Beautiful.
So we'll see what he can do here.
And he is too.
There
And
he
he is too. Both of them are equally beautiful.
And on the side of Cool Guys, anything in particular that you do like that they're trying here in this game too?
I think the main thing is they just have like a large amount of cheap stuns, right? They've got nice ways after laning phase to group up together and to play around at heroes.
That's the 4 bounty rune there for Liquid.
That is a meaty one. That is many dollary dues going towards Liquid there. But yeah, like you asked about the draft, it's just the fact that even though Beastmaster is playing into Naga, Beastmaster now, because of course Wild Axes many patches ago became magical damage, you can just max that against this Naga. You can still play the lane. It's not as devastating as before when it was a physical damage axe and the high armor of Naga would move you out of lane. So I think Beastmaster having an okay time, Ember doing well mid, these two heroes then connecting together and trying to run over the lineup of Liquid, because they don't really have nice and easy stuns, right? It's a slow and clunky ice path. It's this charge that has to then somehow get through a kinetic field, a slight chains, maybe a torrent or a boat, the slows of Beastmaster. So yeah, Liquid, they rely on having an early advantage to be able to enter the game cleanly with their fights.
We'll see. Many of the lanes suffer early on. We see in the mid lane so far. Very close actually between the two spirits. We'll see if there is going to be the chance to set up ahead. And yeah, let's see what Funny can do on the Beastmaster. See how much pressure he can put onto Matu.
They actually have a really good lane against Beastmaster, because of course you have Jakiro, who innately has support. You can fight into the ball because the attack's low. And also Naga, but Arana actually going down bottom.
Very nicely done there. DNZ with the kinetic field setup.
Yep. We haven't mentioned Cyber. It's a carry kunker. I was playing, you know, I'll pull a Carl. I was playing some pubs the other day, and Smiling Knight. Previous, I don't know if where he plays nowadays, but he was playing some carry kunker in my games, and it's just go normal items. It's not as if anything's too crazy.
No.
Armlet,
Yeah, still farm.
BKB, you do exactly what you do on mid, but you are just getting there a little bit quicker because you have that safe lane farm, the access to the jungle. But yeah, Cool Guys very much, they lack hitting towers if Beastmaster isn't with them. And that's where they need to have a strong laning phase. They need to be able to group up early enough because...
Oh, Zai.
Yeah, he's praying for a bash.
He is. He gets a nice one there. Charge over towards DNZ as well. The bash would do it. He's not finding it though. I mean, even if that was a bash, I don't know if he was finding it there, but Zai, he went for it.
Yeah, but that's because as he's only a gold tier Spirit Breaker, the bash percentage hasn't been increased.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm this is a thing. I'm level 30 Spirit Breaker, and mine's like 71%. It's not public, it's not actually, you know, within the UI, but once you play the hero and you get those hero levels, the bash is just, they just get there. So he is maybe 200 games away from being able to bash there.
See top lane, Funnick. He's got the backup. Omar with the save. Keep Funnick alive. Very low though. Very close to having his Helmet of Iron Will, but will have to sit back until the money runs in. Not a bad start though for Cool Guys this time round.
Yeah,
getting some good stuff going in the side lanes.
Well, they just have really like kind of nice lanes, right? They have a lot of spam between Beastmaster and Snapfire to be able to push out, like whenever Matu spawns his illusions, as long as Axes and then Scatterblast and Cookie are all available at the same time, they can instantly remove the illusions from Naga, which kind of dismantles the idea of the hero. And I think Liquid aren't playing their heroes for winning lanes, right? Like they're hopefully going even and then utilizing kind of that mid-game advantage where classically you pair Storm with heroes that give vision, be it Spectre is kind of the most prominent one, right? In this type of game, you now have Naga who's, without any risk, sending out multiple illusions deep into the map, understanding where people are positioned, and then Spirit Breaker and Storm Spirit will be able to identify who they want to jump together and then, you know, go. And once they have a BKB and Orchid maybe, it will be really nice for Liquid to be able to jump these heroes. And that's why Cool Guys, they need to be ready for that timing of kind of mid-game simplicity of initiation, and they need to try and break down the map, get tanky enough early on so they don't care about this type of damage. Because, you know, Liquid, they're not blowing up a hero from 100 to 0.
No,
it's kind of like these, these like awkward charge, zip, kill one hero, reset, go again. Naga keeps chipping until she has 4 or 5 items. So yeah, very much Cool Guys looking for that kind of nice entry. And I guess as well, they should probably respect the Diffusal Blade on Naga. That will come. That can actually dismantle them a little bit. But yeah, it's exciting to see. This is a game where Cool Guys should be controlling the start of this game. Unlike the previous one where they didn't really enter, or, you know, they quickly left the game. But this is a game which is looking a lot nicer for them to get some kills and feel like they have some presence within the game at least. Absolutely. Yeah, they've got a lot better potential, and we're already starting to see some of it. It's bottom lane. Thug off to pretty nice starts to safe lane Kunkka. And Boxy and Zai try and make a bit of a go onto him, but it's very hard to bring this Kunkka down. And now with the X mark, now the drag back onto Boxy. Boxy will try and leap his way back to safety. Can they line up another hit? They can't, so Boxy will live. No attention over towards Zai now instead, but Zai. Oh, bash him. He's got DNZ. There it is. This time we'll get a bash off, but won't look to dive onto Thug. Does have to be a little cautious of a potential angle, but Thug doesn't even actually go for it there. Won't be able to line up onto Zai at all, so Zai's fine. Just to be clear, he wasn't BMing by dropping his items. He was trying to drop his bracer to use stick to get more effectiveness from the stick. See, back on the mid lane. It's been going very even at the moment between Mickey and Noob. 45 for 5 against the 41 for 3. Yeah, much better stuff from Noob. This game, of course, in that previous one, he was a little bit dismantled in that Lesh v Doom matchup. Noob playing the Doom wasn't really able to capitalize on that. You see Zai and Boxy just playing together, being really obnoxious. And this is kind of the strength of what a core Spirit Breaker can do, is if the support ever leaves the help of the core, instantly going to be hit by that stun, layer into whatever position 4 has, and yeah, it does spell death. Absolutely. Now that they've got those levels, they can have quite a better shot at going for these sort of plays. And what they can do about Thug. Nice dodge at the torrent there from Zai. Allowed to stay on top of target. Here is Thug. He's struggling to run from this one. He's not going to be able to make it out. Backup does come in. So Noob, he's ready for the cleanup. Wait, can he get the slight? No, okay. I was going to say maybe if he could remnant into slight, but he actually had no remnants available. Yep, nice stuff from Zai so far. Really kind of playing some nice fluid Spirit Breaker. People might not be noticing it, but every time he's charging the Kunkka, he's doing it in a way that he's also hitting the entire creep wave, putting it to half HP, allowing for the Mirana as well to also starfall it down as well. Like, they are ensuring it's not kind of a more rugged approach. They are trying to get some farm in their aggression as well. Obviously both mids are actually making some early moves. Mickey goes top for a kill. He's going to head over towards the camps, and there's quite a nicely stacked one here. As Mickey will be able to take this pretty much a triple stack, I believe, away from Cool Guys. But Noob using that regen rune, he's healthy as the days. Yep, he's straight in. Has he got enough mana to get away, Mickey? He does. Mickey will get out. So they get the stack, they get out. Sure, they lose the life of Insania, but Mickey, he's still going to be very happy with that whole series of events. See bottom. Another attempt onto Thug. Have they got the burst? Not quite. Thug's into the trees. He's fine. He's now looking for the turnaround. X-Mark into the torrent. Onto Zai. Not enough damage, though. Zai's fine. Extra TP's coming in for Cool Guys. Omar not going to be able to get the catch on Boxy. As Boxy is away. Yeah, nice skill build as well on Zai right now, because he has gone for that casual point and bulldoze, especially against heroes that have these annoying lockdown spells or slows. You want to get that off that as quick as possible with the bulldoze. You know, during the Zhao 8 era of Spirit Breaker, it was very much charge and bash, no bulldoze, and then most pro players trying to emulate forgot bulldoze and how good it was. But, you know, Zai is a top lad. He's not going to, you know, skip this spell, especially in the off lane. You need to be able to tank up a little bit. But this is where Kunkka, he'll be able to thrive. Once he has full HP, you know, X-Mark yourself, TP back quickly. You're not going to care about Spirit Breaker anymore. When you have this boat always available, Spirit Breaker and Mirana will not do enough damage to kill off the Kunkka alone. Unless he's, you know, half HP, maybe out of position, down the lane, able to be chased down. But if he's sitting at pretty healthy with that boat available, this should now be a Kunkka who can safely move around this bottom part of the map once he heals up.
Lively now. You're a trusty
Oh,
mate.
by the position 5 south.
We are going to have to keep an eye on that farm from Matu, though. I mean, Liquid being the team that they are, they're pretty top stuff on the stacking department, so there's going to be a lot of preparation for Matu. See if they can get Thug this time round.
They're going to get
They get him.
Okay, the only way he dies if he gets the bash doesn't instantly boat. Like, the fact he didn't boat straight away. Oh! Alright, Zai just handled him.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be a bit more preemptive with that ult.
That shouldn't have been a kill.
Bottom lane, another one here for Liquid. DNZ.
Nice stuff so far.
See what Cool Guys can do in return. They're trying for the tier 1 top.
But at least this time from Cool Guys, they're actually making plays whilst under that aggression, right? Okay, we get to see the highlight. So yeah, we see here, he's already like 3/4 HP. He goes for turret instead of boat. If this was a boat, potentially would have been tanking. It should have been tanky enough to walk it off, but he gets the charge off. He then gets the bash off as well into ult, into arrow. Yeah, Liquid really just kind of punishing the greediness of Fug there.
Yeah, they're starting to get a bit of a lead now. 8 for 4, 2k lead for Liquid. As I say, Matu, he's at that side of the map, nicely prepared for him. So the free farm will continue to roll in for the Naga Siren.
Oh, look at him coming top.
See what they can do to save Funnick here. Quick cookie. Buy him some space. We're going to see a big zip across from the side there. Mid-game. Straight in for Funnick. They will manage to get him before he can get a roar off. See if Noob can do anything in return, as Mickey is out of mana. Can't quite go back in on it. They'll look for Zai. Drag him back into the boat combo. Zai, he'll fall for this. See one more they can find here as Insania has been trapped in the field. A good glimpse as well there from DNZ, spotting out Mickey to the side of the fight. Insania, though, okay, still goes down because of the cookie. Static Storm down onto Mickey. Mickey trying to run away from this. Will be able to take off the Flame Guard with that burst of damage, but the Torrent is there. Thug gets the double. Nicely done there by Cool Guys, and as I say, a fantastic glimpse from DNZ. Make sure that they get the big target as well, getting that. And that grab on the Storm.
Yeah, and that's the really nice thing kind of with Cool Guys lineup, where Liquid, if they want to take early fights, it's this kind of you either commit or you don't, right? Like Spirit Breakers and Storm Spirit, they're either in the fight, and once they're in, the ability to kind of disengage isn't really there until they either have, Storm with the mana pool or Spirit Breaker with the items to then, quickly scurry away under the cover of Bulldoze. And then when you have heroes like Kunkka with the X Mark, Disruptor with the Glint, even Ember to some degree with that ability to kind of disengage and kind of prolong a fight, like they can punish very easily Liquid's aggression. So yeah, we see it there. That double jump on one hero, if Kunkka and Disruptor are available, yeah, they're going to have it. Funnick now charged from across the map.
Yeah. Should be an easy one here with the damage of the Macro Pyre.
Zai's actually really good at getting the bash after the charge. That is a high skill thing, being able to actually get that 17% bash when you need it. And so far, he's looking pretty chipper on this Spirit Breaker.
It's not going bad for him at all. A couple of games here, Zai. He has definitely been leading the way here for Liquid both times. First time round on his Pudge, this time on the Spirit Breaker. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and he is going to be going for that Echo Saber build. With the type of game that he's been playing so far, where he has got this many kills, it isn't that bad, because as an item, it gives you that regeneration, mana regeneration, to be able to have the spells available. But also you can disassemble the Echo Saber, use that Ogre Club for your BKB, and it kind of bridges that emptiness of your inventory if you are trying to rush a BKB. So yeah, in this type of game where he's actually getting kills, perfectly fine. But Matu though,
they're on the lookout for him.
Oh, but they went for the illusion and
they did fall for it. And now backup's on its way. Matu, he's going to stick around. They get the arrow connection straight in onto Noob. As they turn it around perfectly here, Liquid.
That was really beautiful. Unfortunately for Cool Guys, they didn't have the vision on Naga at all. So when they saw that first illusion, they were like, oh, this has to be the real one. But it actually was just the illusion spawning. 2 went left, 1 went up. Yeah, we get to see it here. Yeah, like, they didn't actually see him at the start of this engagement. It was just very much of, oh, this is the first one we see. He hasn't used illusions yet. They commit the spells, and unfortunately, it wasn't the real one. And look at him, he's getting like, that could have been the real. If RNG was a little bit different and he spawned to the top side, that could have been a different story. But Matu instantly capitalizing on that mistake from Cool Guys, the hastiness of using their spells, and turns it around. And cancelling Song into Arrow, also really clean stuff.
Yeah, nicely timed.
This is pretty much an uncontested Naga now, just kind of moving around, doing whatever she wants, and yeah, has the Manta. Potentially might just go straight for the Diffusal Blade to really kind of force in the fight. All the heroes and cool guys will not enjoy getting hit by some Diffusal Delusions.
Another kill for them down bottom. Matu getting involved quite nicely this game.
And this is going to be kind of like the Naga classic, right? Where the laning phase gets broken down, you start playing in the enemy jungle, you put the illusions in front of you as this kind of wall of farm, you farm behind it, the tri-camp, and the only way they kill you is if they smoke, and meanwhile you've got the rest of your team lapping up the fruits of the other side of the map. And of course we have a Veil on Boxy. Very good item. Just all spell damage increased by the Veil active, so realistically nowadays, every team should have one.
So we can do here, they're trying for Funnick. Funnick won't put a stop to that with a roar.
So I didn't have Bulldoze available there, because if he did, of course, would have reduced the time of that roar, therefore allowing him to get the ult off, layer that with Boxy, but he didn't have the Bulldoze available, therefore Beastmaster walks away.
Well, they have grabbed Mika here in the combo. Static Storm down, and with the damage of the kisses to back it up. I'll get the kill. Arrow into the Orchid, though, straight back onto Noob. Noob could be in trouble here. They have indeed got the damage to take him out through the silence. Still down to themselves, though, Liquid. They won't be able to take anything more here from Cool Guys. Just a bit of punishment for Noob.
You see Liquid just... Will they be defending this tower? I'm sure they are. You know, with the Naga and the Jakiro alive, this should not be in any way a contest from Cool Guys. They need to reset. And I think Cool Guys, they're still feeling a little bit uncomfortable here, because the type of heroes that they have, I feel like they wish they had a little bit more on the map right now, especially with a Beastmaster with the ability to try and take these earlier towers. They've not really been able to do it because of like the tempo that the Spirit Breaker's been setting. Constantly charging, constantly forcing out TPs. We've not seen that kind of grouping effort that we expected from this Cool Guys lineup. They've been defending pretty well, but again, that doesn't really win you games when you're not able to muster the resources to start hitting towers.
See them get the grab here onto the Ember, but once again, able to make it away. Zai coming in with a big charge along the side, hits off onto the two supports.
Absolutely devastating when a Spirit Breaker can do that. When you connect double heroes, and I love like the combination of having this big damage source, like through the Jakiro. Spirit Breaker is a hero that locks down for so long. When he gets items, he does damage, but before then, he's just kind of like a CC machine. And Jakiro with Macropire can really thrive on that.
Zai, he's just found himself Funnick. Funnick.
He can't TP either.
Does have Thug to help out. Boat will come off. Just going to give a bit of safety net for Funnick, but it isn't enough. And Zai, he's charging away. And he's going to make it. Not enough damage over time to kill him.
Oh, Matu really wants him. Luckily, the clarity just got delivered.
And he's going to have him. I mean, he's well onto the way to the Skadi now. Matu about halfway in onto it.
We just saw there one of the biggest weaknesses of Spirit Breaker, though, is when slows get applied to him, his ability to escape these engagements is removed. Because a stun is great, but Bulldoze shrugs it off. If you're getting hit by a slow, which is, you know, an 8-9 second slow, you're not going to be charging that quickly away. And we can see maybe in the future fights, like if you get that ball connection onto the Spirit Breaker, it can remove a lot of his damage. But again, it's very hard to do that because during the fight you need to get the ball, run it over, click the Spirit Breaker. But we'll see, maybe.
That's right.
I mean, he doesn't care. Like, he's just literally a big old cow walking through the map, right? Like, if you want to kill him, you got to use 2.5 heroes, all their skills at the same time to kill him, right? Like, if you play with this level of confidence, your Naga will free farm, your Storm will free farm. So, yeah, just playing the hero to its full potential. People are probably laughing at me for saying that about Spirit Breaker, but I'm enjoying the nuisance he's, causing right now.
I mean, he is. He's causing a lot of it. Making all the space here, Zai, and it's definitely showing on the gold of his allies. It's Matu, top spot. Said that Skadi, it's got to be out pretty soon by the looks of it. Yeah, it's 800 gold, and you're going to have Skadi done. So this pre-20-minute Manta Skadi Naga Siren is going to be a complete terror for Cool Guys to deal with.
Yeah, he did, like, we mentioned it already, like the idea of maybe going for Diffusal, because if you lock down that Ember or that Kunkka, if they have no mana, they won't feel great. But instead, he's like, well, you're already winning the game without me. I'll just play for, a 25-minute timing, Skadi plus probably some butterfly or something, and we'll just walk you over at this point, rather than trying to go for this fight-centric type of playstyle. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Liquid really is demonstrating so far that they want to take lots of these kind of cheaper fights. Matu isn't scared to join these fights, but he's still playing for, I am the actual carry. He's not like cheapening his itemization to all in on how Liquid's playing. So even though they're playing with that kind of high pace, I like how they have this kind of mindset for, we're going to win the game at 25.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cool Guys just trying to do their best to not give a chance for Liquid to charge into them right now, as they do stay pretty close together. 4 of them hanging around that river area. Just giving that continued space for Matu though. Tier 2 tower will be taken, and nothing done in response by Cool Guys.
Yeah, Cool Guys, they are just trying to occupy this top side of the map. They're trying to play in some of their own vision, but you see on the minimap the amount of sentries that Liquid has in this top jungle. Like, they kind of control it still. Like, even though Cool Guys are playing here, they're not playing here with the certainty of this is our map to play in. Like, they're playing inside Liquid vision, and if Liquid at any point want to play here, they will make that move.
Quick moves from Boxing. It's going to be able to get him out of the reach of DNC's Disruptor.
Zai meanwhile taking the bottom outpost and then instantly charging into the fight. Apparently charging off Noob.
So they go for him. They're going to have the combo with Mickey. And that lead him with the pullback. Do they do enough damage with the ult of Zai? They certainly do. Noob's taken out. DNZ is shortly following. See what angle Mickey can find. Funix out with the TP, but Omar, he's all on his own. Dove in upon but from Zai and Mickey. As Liquid once again making it easy when they have these opportunities to just run at Cool Guys, having the clear information so they can go target to target. And with those kills, into the Roche pit they go. 22-9, not 10k lead here, 21 minutes in. Everything continuing to look pretty good here for Liquid in their first series.
But yeah, this is like kind of the point I was making, the idea that Cool Guys, they're trying to play in this top side of the map, because a natural way to play Dota is when your opponent plays your jungle, you try and occupy their jungle, and then you kind of force the 50-50 map split to be, you know, top to bottom. But that doesn't really work in this lineup, because for Liquid, if they ever want to go back into that area, they have so many ways to just jump the backlines, to jump into kind of the looseness of Cool Guys, because Cool Guys right now, only Kunkka has the BKB. Everyone else is kind of nearing a defensive item, but they're not there yet. So as soon as Liquid kind of turn up that pace, turn back around and go to their own jungle, they'll get as many kills as they want. And the vision side of it, like again, if we look at the mini-map, like all those little red dots, that's Liquid vision. So Liquid owns their own jungle still as well. So yeah, very much Cool Guys. They are going to have to react to this playstyle and go, okay, we should only play on our side of the map. And I think Noob drew this as well on the mini-map. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he drew a line on all his live towers saying, guys, these towers, we hug them. We do not leave the map anymore. So we're most likely going to be seeing Cool Guys hug each other, move very slowly together, and hope to get as little farm as they can.
Bottom. They get another setup onto Noob. Noob not standing a chance there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what needs to be done to some degree, because like Noob, the Ember Spirit, classically known as a hero that can push out lanes, quickly jump back, but when you have Storm with the Orchid jumping you, and you don't have the BKB, you are just going to die. And Kunkka pokes his head top, bam, Spirit Breaker's up there.
Quick moves.
Yeah.
Just across the map. Thug will get the BKB off. He has got the boat. That run will give him a bit of sustain. On the backlines though, Mickey's already found himself the target of Funny. As Beastmaster's out of the fight, Matu ready to join the fray as he comes over onto DNC, and now Thug. The BKB's ended, the run short to come to an end as well. He'll try and arm the toggle his way out of this, but there's no chance.
This is just kind of beautiful stuff from Liquid. It's just so methodical, so clean, and just punishing. Anytime Cool Guys steps out of position for a second, Storm's Throat's there, Spirit Breaker's there, and then they're either paired with Marana or Jakiro on either side of the map, giving that extra little bit of damage, right? Because independently, they might not have the damage, but when you have Jakiro with the Macropire, Marana with a Veil and her skill set, there's so much damage to be had if they want to kill a single hero. And again, no BKBs, no defensive items. It's very hard for Cool Guys to even try and play the map now under that kind of map pressure of a Naga and the jump of, like I mentioned before, Storm and Spirit Breaker. Yeah, it's really nice to see. I'm just happy Spirit Breaker's winning a game.
He's winning it pretty nicely. That's for sure.
And yeah, you see that Echo Saber did get disassembled, but rather than going for a BKB, he used the Ogre component to complete the Aghanims, and now he's going to just keep the casual Oblivion stuff. This time, I think, yeah, he's looking maybe to complete it into the Orchid. Alternatively, you could just leave it as a casual Oblivion and go for a BKB, but with how this game's going, he can opt fully for kind of like the aggressive style. No need for defensive items because, yeah, I don't think he has any fears when he connects on a charge right now.
Let's see what the move is here from Cool Guys.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I think the saving grace for Cool Guys is the fact that Liquid, they're never cleanly hitting your towers, right? Like they don't have this, you know, Pugna style hero, this Terrorblade with meta that's going to be able to walk to the tier 3 and go, this is now my siege. With their heroes, they need to play for pickoffs. They need Naga to find that entry outside of the map.
There we go, the fight starts. Mickey finds DNZ. He's now ready to go over towards Funnick. Funnick will turn with a roar. See if they can get Matu back to safety as Noob is on top of the Naga Siren, trying to take down Matuma Man, but a charge over from Zai keeps Matu safe. Noob still trying to finish off the job, but he can't quite.
No.
They're going to tap out.